Yeah, I think it's not working.
You got something.
Nope, not working.
You send me an invite.
Nope, guys, you're not watching that. So, like, we're about to review a song and everything.
You can start the queue. I'm gonna get some more.
They told me to review this song. So,
I'll be right back. I'm about to get some more.
yeah, I'm about to react to Snarled. Snarled, do not copyright me. Do not copyright strike me. I don't want to get striked. I'm just trying to. Please just watch it. Snarl, please don't. I'm not even trying to do anything.
Hey Oddings, it's your Ate Sapphire.
Yeah.
I want to tell you about one of our sponsors before we get into this week's story. If you're like me and think buying bras is a nightmare,
Don't
then let me
skip
tell
over
you
this.
about Third
Any
Love.
Renzo in the
Third
bottom?
Love is an inclusive bra company with 78 bra sizes, including their signature
the
half
Renzo
cup
in the bottom?
sizes. It's one of the largest ranges in the industry. So no matter what size you are, Third Love has a bra made just for you. And with their online Fit Finder quiz, you can find your bra from the comfort of your home. So when I took the quiz, I answered questions about my breast shape and size and problems that I've had with most bras. After the quiz, I was recommended the Cloud is soft and stretchy. You can return or go to thirdlove.com.
This is whatever you guys want to call it. Oh,
The following is based on a story.
oh yeah, I want to hear this.
Listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/ss. Hey,
You
I'm
heard the lady.
Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
Hey, hey,
The following is based on a story submitted by Ollie. What I'm about to tell you is going to sound impossible, and honestly, if it didn't actually happen to me, I probably wouldn't believe me either. I'm sort of known for being a little theatrical. I can't help it, I just love entertaining my friends. So one day after class, I was telling another one of my ridiculous stories to my classmates, who had all gathered around me. And among them was a new face, a boy I hadn't seen before. He looked a little nervous. He kept glancing around at everyone and lightly giggling along. I figured he must have been new. I finished my story and everyone dispersed. Everyone except the new kid. So I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Ollie. Eric, he replied, rather robotically. Are you new here? Yes. Cool. Well, I'm headed that direction. Do you want to join me?
That shit
Yes.
I said that shit
As
too.
we walked and talked, Eric seemed to warm up a bit. I asked him where he transferred from, and he said that he'd been homeschooled up until recently. I just want to be a normal kid, he said, and I'll do anything I can to help, I told him. I told him that he could join me in all my after-school activities and hang out with me and my friends. And so he did. Over the next month, we spent a lot of time together. We both auditioned for the school musical. I got a lead, but Eric didn't, so he became a techie behind the scenes instead. Then one week, Eric told me that he was going to throw a party at his place while his parents were out. He told me that he was going to invite people individually because he didn't want too many people finding out. I thought it was a little bit of overkill, but I respected his wishes and didn't tell any of my friends about the party. Friday night came. I knocked on his apartment door. I remember thinking it was eerily quiet and thought that I had arrived too early. Eric opened the door and welcomed me in. And I was immediately confused. Not only was nobody else there was nothing else. No furniture, no fridge or stove, basic apartment things. There was none of it. It was completely empty. The door slammed shut and the lock slid into place. Where's all your stuff? I asked, hesitantly. Stuff? He asked, with a genuine look of confusion on his face. You know, like tables and chairs? Oh, so houses need tables and chairs. Thanks for the note, Eric replied. That's why I like you, Ollie. You would do anything to help me. I started to feel a little lightheaded. My vision began to blur.
No,
I'm
don't
only going to borrow you for a little bit.
Don't,
If
please.
that's okay. It was slowly getting harder and harder to breathe. I was too weak to say anything. I fell to the ground, unconscious. When I came
As soon as I would have felt as soon as I would have felt dizzy, bro, I would have ran out the house.
You
No.
just clap me.
to, I looked around. Eric was nowhere. I
That's
had
not
no
possible.
idea how long I was out for, but I remember thinking that it only felt like 10 minutes or so had passed. I made a run for the door and ran back home. I found my mom in the living room. Mom, there's something I need to tell you. There's our star. How was the show tonight? My mom asked. What are you talking about? Closing night, silly. Did it go well? The musical isn't for like 6 months, Mom. My mom laughed at me. I pulled out my phone to check the date, but it was dead. I grabbed my mom's. 6 months. It had been 6 months since I fell unconscious in Eric's empty apartment. How was that
Alright, I'll stop pausing.
possible? I tried to explain everything that happened to me about Eric and the weird apartment, but my mom thought I was just trying to be funny. The worst part is, I asked my friends the next morning about Eric, and they all acted like he never existed. They think that I'm making up everything for attention, but they hung out with him. He was real. I don't know how this happened, but I do know that wasn't me for the last 6 months. It was Eric, living my life without my permission. And I have no idea where he is right now. So please, please, be careful out there. Thank you to all of our patrons.
Shout out to Audrey. Y'all better go get her and please don't copyright strike me. And I'll catch. Oh wait, let's see if there's another one.
Especially Eric, who had a character named after them in this episode. If you'd like to join our VIP program, visit patreon.com/snarled. So, how did you sleep last night? Did you have nightmares from all the scary stories you listened to? More stories over on the Something Scary
And if you guys want more Odd Table, she's awesome. Just comment down below and tell me if you guys want more. See you in the next video. Bye bye.